हेलो दोस्तों, आप देख रहे हैं चैनल कैंपस न्यूज़। दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे जवाहरलाल नेहरू यूनिवर्सिटी यानी कि जेएनयू की। हाँ दोस्तों, इस वक्त जो है जेएनयू में एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी चल रहा है और इसी को लेके जो है जेएनयू एसयू की तरफ से जो है यानी कि वहाँ का जो स्टूडेंट यूनियन है वो कोचिंग चला रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस। तो अगर आपने अभी तक जो है वो कोचिंग ज्वाइन नहीं किया है तो आप जाके जेएनयू एसयू का जो फेसबुक पेज है जवाहरलाल नेहरू यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट यूनियन जेएनयू एसयू, ये फेसबुक पेज आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाके जो है वहाँ पे ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, वहाँ पे लाइक कर लीजिएगा ताकि आपको जो है उससे सारा अपडेट जो है जब भी वो लाइव आते हैं तो आपको जो है मिलता रहे। बाकी आज इस वीडियो में आप अंत तक ज़रूर देखें, ये आपको जो है अलग अलग सीरीज़ के माध्यम से जो है रोज़ एक वीडियो आपको मिलेगा और इसमें जो है किस तरह से एग्ज़ाम का पैटर्न आएगा, किस तरह से आपको लिखना है और बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब जो है इस वीडियो में आपको मिल जाएगा। तो आज जो है अलग अलग छात्र संघ जो है इसको लेके चर्चा कर रहे हैं, तो आप जो है आज इस वीडियो को देखें और फिर आपका कोई डाउट है तो आप हमें कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइएगा। बाकी ये वीडियो अंत तक देखिए, आपको जो है एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी के लिए बेहतर ऑप्शन होगा। बाकी अगर आप चैनल पे नए हैं तो चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। बाकी शुक्रिया दोस्तों, धन्यवाद।
And this live session and from tomorrow or the day after tomorrow the school wise who is the center wise actually who is in like history, then he can explain everything, and who is in political science then explain everything, but basically the questions are. But what I am going to tell you here, so so I am going to give you first of all the uh, the background and the most important things for the school of languages aspirants who are trying who are applying for the any foreign languages or Indian language. So for foreign language aspirants, I would say that first of all you will have to have the knowledge of English, not command, but yeah, the the grammar, the comprehension, etc. Vocabulary, synonym, antonyms, because the 60% portions is covered by English. So for all who are trying, who are preparing for foreign languages, will have to focus on your English first, and you will have to make your vocabulary strong. And second thing, you will have to focus like your there are many languages like German, French, Spanish, and Russian, Arabic, Pashto, Persian. So all that languages, you will have to see the countries wise, like France, Germany, Spain, the geography, the culture, and little bit literature. So what if you are seeing the geography of any country, you will have to see the neighbors, the neighboring country, and what's the famous sport, famous dish, the cultural wearings, cultural foods, etc. And and you will have to also focus uh, on reasoning parts. Like there are not much questions regarding English, but still there are 5 to 10 questions reasoning. Like in reasoning, there are 5 to 10 questions, and it's like blood relation and many things in this reasoning, but series, analog, etc. So you will have to focus on that. So the basic part is you will in reasoning you will have just care on the basic reasoning that is being asked, and it's like the test of your intelligence. That's it. And language part and the GK part is like the country was, as I said, and the Indian history, Indian geography, and Indian culture, like Indian folk dance, classical dance. Like if you say in Andhra Pradesh, the famous dance is Kuchipudi, Kerala, what is in Kerala's famous dance, famous dish. So you will have to just make a list. If you are preparing, you will have to more sensible and like prepare, make a list of dance, which state, which famous dances, famous food, classical dance, folk dance, regional languages. So these are the things that is very important. And in Indian history, you will have to see after the fight and the struggle of Indian independence, basically. And country-wise, as I said, you will have to see the boundary line, like McMahon line is in between India and China. So make a list. There are around. You will have just remember the 10 lines between most countries. Like if you, I remember 38 line is between North Korea or South Korea. I don't remember, but you will have to check it. It's your task basically. So if you have access to internet, so you just go to and Google it, and you just find the lines, the most famous lines between the countries, and like book authors is also important. That you will have to see the Indian and the foreign book and authors. Like Indians very famous books and authors like Premchand and Gaban, like is that. So these things are there, and if you are preparing, just what is that? What are the books for? Ah, yeah. Okay. So Jerry Kari is for the books of IR. So I would suggest basically if you are just for IR, you will have to look and you will have to cover the very important thing, this area wise. Like if you are applying for the South Africa, America, so area studies is very important, and historical and political background, it's very important if you are applying for IR. So in area studies and area studies like historical, you will have to see the historical background and historical and political background and the current scenario, and you will have to see also in current scenario. But because the questions are basically most of the questions is based on the current scenario, on the base, the historical background is just taken in that connection. So it's not like it's not a written exam, so it's very MCQ, multiple choice questions. So you will have to be very focused, you know. And if you are asking for IR, so evaluation of IR, you will have to see the evaluation, the major IR theories, and its proponents. IR theories and its proponent. Like there are many schools, thoughts of schools of thoughts, and there are like rationalism, liberalism. That there are different schools and theories. So you will have to see that parts, and it will have to look. And so there is a book called Robert Jackson and George Sorensen. So from Robert Jackson and George Sorensen, International Relations Theories and Approaches. International Relation Theories and Approaches. This is the book Jackson and George Sorensen. So it's very important, and you can have a look on it. There is also a dictionary, like there is a dictionary like Oxford. So there is a dictionary, con, concise dictionary of IR, concise dictionary of politics and IR. It's of Garrett Brown. The writer is Garrett Brown. So this can also help you. Uh, so basically in IR you will have to just focus on the theoretical studies, and in current scenario, the political and historical background, and some schools of thoughts, theories in IR, evaluation, and its proponents. So these are sufficient, and just very importantly, look previous year questions and the UGC net questions in IR. Uh, as I have also spoken with my friend who has just cracked last year the JNU entrance examination in IR. So she has like to say that 50 to 60% questions are like very same, or the you will have the hints and the perception of doing and the cracking if you just complete and revise the 10 years of UGC net questions. UGC net questions, if you prepare for just practice 10 years, last 10 years question of UGC net, then it will be very helpful for you. And you will have also the idea actually. And in MCQ, which type of questions are coming. So that you can focus in that way. And mm, yeah, for there is a book that is very important. In what is that? International relations theory and approaches. International relation theories and approaches. It's topic. So topic here is Akib Ahmed is asking topic. So topic, if you are applying for foreign language for BA, so there is no need to cover topic. It's not a written exam. It's just MCQ. So you will have to focus and you will have to well prepared for comprehension. The understanding of English language. That's very important. And then we get three interests. No, 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 no. Still, there is many confusions for the students. He's asking that if he has chosen three subjects in JNU, then we gave three interests in. No, if you have selected, you have chosen three languages, so you don't need to give three exams. You will just have to give us like in last to last class. This year is like previous as it was happened and used to be taken place very uh, categorically, only one interest examination for all the, so you don't need to have so many exams. Ashutosh? Yeah, good, someone is also replying, that's good. And okay, yeah, so and for if anyone preparing in master or MPhil, so you need to be focused how it the Urdu language developed, Dakni Urdu, and I have made so it's like Dakni Urdu and how the origin of Urdu and its the drama, the main features, and how the characterization of in drama is there. So you need to, because it's a MCQ and it's not like it's written, so it will come the दक्कनी उर्दू का किस तरह से डेवलपमेंट हुआ, फिर किस तरह से पतन हुआ. So this type of questions are not coming. So Agaz will have to दबिस्तान दिल्ली और दबिस्तान लखनऊ खसूसियात, इसके कुछ खसूसियात और differences क्या थे, so you will have to focus on it. So drama Habib Tanveer, it's very famous, and Alga Hasher. So you, if you read that, so it will help you. So what was the first drama and the last, etc. So in Urdu, you will have to be very focused. Like uh, there is a book, if you Jiaul Mustafa. There is a Jai Urdu from Jiaul Mustafa. It's very comprehensive and very useful. If you just read it, you will get very comprehensive knowledge and for this entrance examination for Urdu basically. And for Ayushi is asking from when online classes will start for BA. So online classes, yeah, the specific classes like you are asking is a bit difficult, but the person and anyone can, the people will be live online, and he will just explain the topic wise. If you are like country wise, if you say for from Germany, so what you need to study for Germany. So it's very important that you need to focus on what World War One, World War Two, and you need to see the period, and, and you will have to the like the Berlin Wall when it was built, when it was demolished, and it's so this is the part that what you need to learn, what you need to remember. If you are learning the country wise, so you will have to be very focused. If you just take an example of Germany, so what you need to study about Germany, just see the cultural background. What's the famous incident that has taken place? First World War, Hitler, Second World War, and who was there on the one side, France, Britain, USA, at the one side, on the other side, Germany. So you need to, these kind of questions can be asked because in last before 5 years, before 10 years, this kind of questions were asked, and the same pattern has been revived. So you will have to be very focused about any country and its and and is that for all the foreign language papers? Is that for all? Yeah, and mm, mm, so some people and for like arts and aesthetics and all. So I'm really so within 1 or 2 days, the people will from that particular center, the people will be live, and he will be like explaining everything what is going to be asked, not exactly, but from where it is going to be asked and what you should like categorically read, and on what you will have to be very focused. So this kind of clarification will be given within 1 or 2 days, just after tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. The school wise person will be live, and he will be explaining like everything. And so I'm really sorry if I'm not able to answer a all question because there are many questions here. Is there any website of NTA? NTA, yeah, there is NTA website. You can go in the NTA website and you can search what are you going to search. Like Jnu has conducted last year examination of examination, so you can get the JNU question papers net JRF question papers, etc. You can website, you can get all that. And so and there is also a question, if yeah, if you are preparing for English literature, so you will have to be focused on like uh, some areas like British literature, and especially Milton, Shakespeare Milton novel, and modern. Then other Anglophone English-speaking countries literature like uh, Australian, Indian English, Canadian, American, etc. So for that, it's you will have to be area-wise very focused, and you will have to see what the literature theories are there. So it's very important that we knowing the important characters of literature. Like without Shakespeare, Milton, and all, it can't be completed. And Indian literature, you will have to see Indian aesthetics, Rasa theory and other schools, and gender studies and queer theory, basics of translation studies, and comparative, and most importantly, literary and cultural theory. So it's very important. Literary and culture is very important. You will have to just see it and look into it. Okay, and what is so there is, I would say that for English literature, if of just sticking with one book, just focus on the area, okay, and that's very important. And cultural theory and literary and cultural theory is very important. And area was just focus it and see the most famous representative of English literature. Yeah. So for English, that's there. Any good for you? Could you please brief me about animal situation? Okay. So there is no specific book. Uh, yeah, P.T. Parker and others. I just spoken that what you need to focus on for MA in English literature. Just you will have to focus on area wise, and it's like most importantly that is asked the reading for it's like Shakespeare, Milton novel, and modern literature, and the other countries literature like Australian, Indian, and Canadian literature. And you will have to be also Indian aesthetics, Rasa theories, and the other schools, and the gender studies and queer theories, basic translation studies. That is very important, and literary and cultural theory in English. It's very important, and there is a for that there is a Pramod K. Nair and Terry Egg later on books. Yeah. So the exam would be so exam specific date as of now has not been announced from NTA and from the UGC that the date will be announced and when the examination will be held. So as soon as it comes, everyone will be notified on this page and everywhere you are connected. Just keep following this JNUC Lab Facebook page. You will get all the updates, what happens when the exam will be happening and all. So this lockdown has been extended till 3rd of May, and let's see what that if situations keep under control, then it will be cool, and we will be having like normal life and that will. But considering the current situation, I don't think that anything like examination will be held. So it's also good for you guys having more time to prepare for that and what did it preparation for any guide be a foreign language papers constitute of common question papers. Yes, it's a very common question paper and you don't need to give three more than one examination for foreign for any language. There will be only one exam and you will have to just crack only one exam, that would be okay. And if even if you have applied for three languages, more than one languages, you not to give any extra exam, one exam, and that will be fine. So and even if you have made any correction, yeah, so you can you don't need to worry about it. There will be time limit 1 week, like, so you can do all your corrections. Okay, I have also got many messages that what should I do where I have done this these mistakes and my date of also my date of birth and my domicile. So it's very, if you have if you are coming from other states from Delhi, so it will be good for you guys in getting hostel. You can get the hostel easily, but if you are giving the address, your permanent address from Delhi, then it will be difficult. So just keep in mind, and if you have applied, if you come, you have given it Delhi where you are currently living. So if you are okay, then it's okay. But if you want to take hostel facilities, then you will have to think about it. And if you are applying for from other like any, there are in prospectus there are many estates that comes under quartile. So you get quartile points and 5 points you get. So just be alert and while filling up the form. Okay. So you can, if you come under the quartile district, you will get 5 marks extra. So keep in mind and please check the prospectus and before if you have a JNU and how this syllabus and all. So just see once. I will just suggest see once the prospectus and you will get the very basic knowledge what facilities and all there. Subham Kumar is asking, sir, any helpline number for what? So there is no any such helpline number till now. Uh, okay. Here are some points for your literary theories. Read thesis papers. No. For literary theories, thesis papers. I told. I just said, told the name of a या एमए इन हिंदी श्वेतरा में Hindi topic. So in Hindi, what you need to focus, it's like uh, you साहित्य का हिंदी साहित्य का if Hindi topic you will have to focus on Hindi साहित्य का इतिहास and there is writer Bachchan Singh. You can read it. हिंदी साहित्य का संक्षिप्त इतिहास is also विश्वनाथ त्रिपाठी and Pastonist इतिहास Saraswati Pandey. So you can also see it. And for MPhil like Hindi Sahitya ka Itihas Ramchand Shukla, and most importantly also I will suggest here also this see the UGC NET previous year questions papers at least for 10 years previous year question paper to help you a lot. And you can also because UGC sets a pattern, and the same pattern happens also in MCQs. We have seen the last year question how it has been framed because NTA conduct this examination and the NTA conduct for UGC, NTA conduct for JNU, and any other examination that NTA conducts. That is like the same pattern. So I would suggest that go through it and see the previous year questions. In BA foreign languages papers have to focus on comprehension. Yes, of course, comprehension is very important. So Shaki Bali, yeah, for foreign language papers in yeah comprehension is important, and comprehension is like if there is a comprehension there will be five questions at least in one comprehension. If there is two comprehension then it will be 10 questions. So comprehensive understanding is very important. So you will have to have that understanding of English, and in English you will have to focus on the preposition, conjunction, article. So sometimes the freebie, the blanks comes. So you will have to be very focused. But if you are preparing for BA first year, then you will have to focus on like the English, the exception things. See also see like if I say an example, walk slowly, lest you should fall. Then there is a fixed thing like list text should. If you feel any other word, then it's going to be wrong. So that's very important. And so like that you will have to be very focused articles, conjunction, preposition, adverb. No? So this is very important, and practice the verbs and all. See the antonyms, synonyms also. Please look into it how to prepare for okay, previous year question papers are still not available. Okay, yeah, for some schools the question papers are not there. But yeah, if we are that we are coming up, and within 2 or 3 days, everything, if possible, will be provided, and like any materials related to any subject, if you are preparing for, it will be like provided. You don't need to worry. And what about B honors preparation? Yeah, B honors. Shweta, I have already explained for BL honors. You need to just focus like English as I told earlier, and country-wise GK. What is important like Germany, France, its border, its culture, and Indian states culture, folk dance, and its famous food. and states wise traditional things and all. So you need to focus on that. So if it will be better for the BA first year students, go and take the like from 2005 and 2005 to very also how much you can find, just get it and go through it. You will get the pattern what is going to be asked, because in that the same thing is as it was earlier. Yeah, Saha is also asking the same. Singapore design of inbox. Okay, okay. So if there is some group, many people are asking, please add me in that group. In I am preparing for that. Add me that group. So if there is such groups, you will be surely added in that group. But everything will be provided online. You guys are not need to. If there is material, written material, and all, everything will be, if possible, will be provided. But it will be very detailed discussions. Will be having and. Any guide we go to so we have to attend only. I have just found it my questions in the previous year. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I have just found 33 questions in the previous year question paper. So do we have to attend only 33 questions? I don't know which subjects are you talking about. And if it's 33 questions, you will have to see the marking. If one question is for three numbers or what, two numbers or what, etc. So I would say someone is also asking that the cutoff marking. So I would say that there is no like fixed marking of any subject. Depend on the how much it goes. It can be like 80, 60, 70. Very hard. It's difficult, and people could not in that particular and score more than 50 numbers. Then it will be obviously under 50. So, but it depends. It fluctuates. It's not fixed. That for political science there will be like a cutoff 80. That is not fixed, and every year it just fluctuates. No, nothing very important. That just focus on your preparation. How are you preparing, and your area and your subject, whatever you can, just cover very broader area and touch every aspect and everything that is in the syllabus. Just touch everything that is in the syllabus. That will be helping in that in the examination day, because no one knows where the questions are coming from. So if you have said anything to help you, you can just imagine, you can just think you have read something. Then in that you can, there is options, you can select anyone. So if any mock test for a foreign language interesting mock test, let's see if there is mock test that it will be notified, and we will be, if it's possible. Let's see. But everything what is related to genuine examination, anything that comes, that changes comes, will be notified and will be updated here on Jnusu page. Just I will suggest keep so that you can get updated. Okay, and who- clear this in French, clear this in French. That is very actually, and it completely depends upon you. How can you crack this exam and clear this entrance examination? Because it's up to your labor, up to your study, how much area you cover, how much you cover, how do you prepare, and all. It's you just take the things lightly. Okay, okay, just I'll study, and by lying on the bed, you were saying then it's going to be really tough for that. That's were really working hard, and you can't compete with them there. So you will have to be very competitive and very energetic while preparing. And just we'll be updating if any materials related to any subject will be uploaded, will be given. You can have it. So there is also in language and literature exam for MA in master in many languages: French, German, Russian, and Chinese, Japanese. In master, you can apply, and the question that comes in MA is it's not very broad. It's very limited. You need to focus on the literature part. In current scenario, also you need to see the literary, political, and cultural things. Not political. It's not. It's there. It should be there. And culture, and history. That's important components. So you'll have to focus on it. If you are, for example, you are preparing for master in German language, uh, so you can do to just cover this is the literature of his the history of like Baroque, realism, and all of Klärung, Sturm etc etc. So you just focus on it when it comes and the period and the famous writers and the authors, the famous books and its authors, the that has taken place in Germany and in German speaking countries, where the German is spoken and in which country the German official language and all. So that's very important for master. So any if you have to using master, so you will have to stick what you have focused for the foreign language. Yeah, people are also providing here. Very good. People are also providing that you guys take. They're providing here the hints and the materials. You can approach. You can see. No, 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 no. Is someone is asking is that actually based on the exam or graduation score added? No, no, no. Graduation there is nothing to do with the graduation score. What you have scored, you have come first, second, third. It is not necessary. What necessary is your what you score in your written examination. What you score in your examination for JNU entrance examination. That is important, and no other. What you have scored in BA, inter, graduation, that's not important. So the important part is you will have to just focus and try to score as more as you can so that it would be easy for you. Okay, Sandeep Banerjee, Sagnik, sorry, Sagnik. Please suggest important topic. It's basically based on the entrance exams marks. Yeah, Meghna is also replying. So basically, that part is there, and I guess again say that this lab session is not going to end. Again, the people will be coming, and the person of particular subject, particular center will be going on live from tomorrow onwards, and he will be like explaining one particular things. If you are talking about the philosophy, then he will be from one guy from philosophy subject. He will be explaining every each and everything. If you have doubt, you can ask related to your subjects directly. He can explain everything, what is like enlightenment, and what is perception, etc, etc. I have not uh, I can't explain so much. So that is the thing. This is not the last live session. So you guys don't need to worry, but also you don't need to be completely dependent on the lessons. That is not going to help you so much. You can get the materials if you want. You can get everything, but having it is not a solution. What it is your hard work and your preparation, your dedication, what you give to your preparation. So that is more important basically. So you need to be very focused. Which book are you reading and what are you reading? So be focused. I think it's MCQ, multiple choice questions. If you miss one, if you confuse yourself, it will be difficult. But and I would say just cover as much area as you can. That will be very good. Okay, how to prepare? Yeah, pattern for told as well. Focus on your English language, English grammar. That's very important. Comprehension and in the like conjunction, preposition, etc. You have some. You need to also see the this. Okay, guys. Is anything you wants to ask? Is any group going on for? Okay, Zahid, I would surely, and it will be surely just updated here if any such groups are made, any particular group, and everything. This page is basically very active. It has become very active. This Jnusu Facebook page since this pandemic has came, and it is now useful, and we are using it very frequently only for the aspirants who are trying to get some help from us. And we also every year we we help the aspirants who try to get some help and some materials from us. But this year it could not be possible because of that pandemic. But don't worry, we are live therefore, and we will be providing everything. Okay. Do we have any Viva concept? For which Viva? Yeah, of course, if you are applying for MPhil, then there will be Viva. So, yeah, I'm comparing. So how can we join where? Okay. Any group for MA English? Ananya. If there is any group regarding any subject, it will be notified, it will be updated here, and you will be surely added. You don't need to worry. But Facebook, it's happening like last few days, and it will be like continuing. And we are adding some people, and the counselors of our schools, they will be like explaining center wise and the subject wise everything. If you have related topic, and we are thinking of like every day one session, like for example for English literature. So one day one expert, if I say, will guide you on English and the very basic and what you can read, what you can have. You can make also notes if some important parts comes. It is going to be happen and you don't need to worry and it will be surely helping you. Share the previous question. Yeah, Abud has already sent. Okay guys, so now I think we should stop here. No new questions is coming. No new questions are coming here now. So all the best, you guys, and keep revising the things and keep in touch and keep following this page every day. And if any new things comes, it will be uploaded. It will be updated here, and you will get the all the updates regarding exams, regarding dates, regarding new ways of learning, regarding notes, regarding groups, regarding anything. Everything will be provided here. Okay. So I wish you all the best.